Hey, how's it going? If you're new around here, I'm John T, but if you're a returning viewer, then I'm sorry, this video took way longer than it needed to. It's been a busy week, and I also tried some new camera stuff within Minecraft, so I hope you enjoy. And yeah, with that said, I'm just gonna get along with the rest of the video. We're gonna try to make, I guess, a cake factory is the best way to explain it, and I'll explain why I did this later in the video. So I wanted this to be made out of terracotta since it was the easiest block to obtain a lot of and it could still be colored. So I went out and got a bunch of terracotta. So we maybe have the building materials, or at least a couple of them. I'm thinking we either build it right on this thing right here. Well, I'd be using a lot more, or we build it on the other side of the river. So I'm gonna go ahead and decide what I'm gonna do, then I'll get back to you. Okay, so there's obviously brown terracotta, but terracotta itself is already brown, and I feel like this brown mixes well with the kind of inside here. Why can't I, hold on, options. Okay, so actually I do want to have the crosshairs. Well, my crosshairs on that brown I feel like goes better with this color, and this kind of outside layer goes better with the brown terracotta. But the problem is that I didn't grab regular terracotta, or not a lot of it. I literally have just the 6. So I think I'm gonna go back and get some more terracotta first before I start actually building. I have like another bag. Now, obviously this is like much smaller, and obviously we need to like do this as like a wall rather than a floor. But I don't think this looks too bad. You know, I added some terracotta for some more details. And obviously this is what a wall is gonna look like, so we need to stretch it from there, somewhere over here, and do the same for, you know, 4 sides and then the top. But I don't think this looks too bad. I think I am gonna go ahead and try to get some more regular terracotta, because I think it'll look better if it's not just like one plain color. And I mean, me personally, hold on. Let me actually do it first. I guess that doesn't look too bad either. You know, we're not trying to go for extreme realism on, you know, we're not gonna do it 1-to-1 to this cake, obviously. So I think I might get some more red as well, though I do actually have a lot of red. We just don't have a lot of the terracotta, just regular. So I think before I start building, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more terracotta. I tried using TNT to get more terracotta, and it was pretty cool, but overall it was really inefficient, so I just went ahead and strip mine a bunch of terracotta, 1 layer at a time, and I eventually got enough terracotta to where I could actually start working on the build. Now in some of these upcoming shots, it looks like I'm flying. That is because I'm using a replay, and this didn't happen in real time. I did record alongside it, so here you can see I was using Aerodactyl to fly. For some reason, whenever I go back and do replay, it doesn't show any Cobblemon at all, so that's why it looks like I'm flying. And yeah, if I find a way to fix it, you know, hopefully it'll look better. That's really all I have to say. But yeah, I'm not flying, I'm not using creative. This is all done in survival. I needed to explain that. Now, after finishing up the walls, I went ahead and started adding some stuff inside, such as cows and also I ended up working on a wheat farm next. That way we can get some wheat inside, you know, the factory at any time. I also got some bees and decided just to add them in, just cause we don't need them for the cake, but I thought it'd be nice. Now, the next thing I wanted to go ahead and build was a pen, that way I could keep, you know, chickens and cows inside, that way they're not just like wandering around everywhere. That way I could get eggs and milk easily. At this point, I'm clearing out the rest of the factory, the floor, because what I want to do is make a sort of environment on the right side of just ponds, where I'll have 2 short ponds, which you'll see later. They're for my sugarcane, but I also want to put a bunch of cakes, because I'll go into this more next video. The reason we're getting cakes is so we can catch milker meat. Milker meat only spawn when there's cakes around. So that's what this whole build is even for, but again, I'll get more into it in the next video. So for now, here's what I ended up building for the rest of the right side of the factory. Now, after adding a little bit of more details around this build, I decided to add one last thing just for fun. So I decided to put down some rails, that way we could get a minecart system. Perfect. I really don't know why I added this. It just felt right. So now that I've pretty much just finished all this, I guess. So I guess we can just take a look around, and I guess I'll end the video. I don't know. I don't know how to end this video. I just kind of finished it. So I guess I'll see you next time. Later.